All right. Current energies for feminine, the divine lovers. Current energies for masculine, the Knight of Cups in reverse. There are some jets overhead, so sorry for the noise if you can hear that. Divine lovers for the feminine. Yay, this internal experience of feeling whole and complete and balanced and nourished from the inside out for the feminine this month. I love this card. I'm seeing the 7 birds up here circling above their heads. I'm using the Smith-Waite Centennial Deck edition. It's a cute little pocket edition. I threw it in my purse and I carry it around with me. So if somebody wants a reading, usually friends or family will ask me. It's a nice deck to have in my repertoire. Anyway, so divine lovers, the 7, getting something about 7 days or 7 weeks. So let's see the message that comes out further in the reading that may illuminate that 7 for you, feminine. The Knight of Cups over here in reverse for the masculine. He's facing away from the feminine. This has been my experience in doing these divine love readings for May, is a lot of the energies on the masculine side are very internal and or facing away from the feminine. So if you're listening to this for like cross-watching, if you're feminine and watching for the masculine messages, just know that a lot of the masculine energies in the month of May, we'll see what the other cards say for you guys too, are not, they haven't felt very forthcoming or aggressive or in your face. It's like they've retracted a bit. So it's like he's revisiting with this Knight of Cups in reverse some heartbreak that still needs to be dealt with, still needs to be felt and healed. So let's see what's in his subconscious. The Star. What's in the feminine subconscious? The Moon in reverse. So this could be illuminated for her with the Moon card in reverse. As he's coming more into his internal power, into a deeper understanding of the softer places that reside in him, and to letting those be okay to his ego, and recognizing when his ego flares up to try to suppress or inhibit the softer side of him to come out. Again, I'm getting this internal process of feeling, allowing himself to experience and feel some stuffed emotions that have gotten buried and covered up from the past. And he's being supported by his higher guides in undergoing this process in May. This is going to feel very illuminating, actually, on a subconscious level, though, not like super in your face for the feminine to be understanding this information, but it's more of this quiet, subdued knowing that her masculine is going through a correct process right now, and she's in support of that. Very much so, especially in the way that she has this divine lovers card in her everyday experience for the month of May energies. I feel like that was a little vague, so these are general readings. So let's keep moving. Let's see what you each have for your conscious energies. The Magician in reverse and the Four of Pentacles for the masculine and his conscious energies. It's like he's being very, it's not withheld or short, but sort of like that. A little bit stubborn. He's not being effusive with his emotions on an outward level towards the feminine. Again, this Knight of Cups is facing away from her and in reverse. I feel like the masculine doesn't feel like he has enough to give to the feminine. And it could be that he's dealing with some sort of illness, and it doesn't feel severe or drastic. It feels pretty benign, but it's like he's needing to take care of himself. But this sense of trying to make sense of this internal process and allowing his more feminine feelings and emotions and experiences to be allowed and to be okay. It's like that's drawing him and pulling him to root down into focusing on what's right in front of him. And it's not an energy of abundance that I'm getting. It's more of an energy of healing and more of an energy that necessitates him focusing on his wellness in May. Well, she wants to play with him, and I feel like because he's not available to, she's going to feel a little bit left out in the cold. I just got a flash of the 5 of Pentacles card with the Magician in reverse. It's like she doesn't want to play with out in the world by herself. So she's like, okay, if I don't have anybody to play with, I'm not going to play at all. And sort of crossing her arms, even though this figure's arms are open. I feel like they're not as open when it's in the reverse position. And it's almost like she has her thinking upside down with that figure being in the reverse and upside down. Like re-evaluating, maybe that's where the 7 is coming from. In 7-day chunks of time, she's going to be undergoing this process of understanding on a deeper level where this partnership, where this relationship, where the masculine fits into her life. And these are going to be sort of soft, illuminated realizations throughout the month, like week by week. That's what I get. The 7, like the 4, week by week. She's going to be picking up the cup and examining the cup and what's in the cup and what that cup means to her. And then the next week she's going to be examining the sword. And then the next week she's moving on to the wand and then the pentacle. And week by week throughout the month of May, there's going to be this progressive journey along the feminine's path that is going to feel more and more empowered and more transformative and more illuminating and understanding what this partnership means to her, the value that she's gotten from it, the value that she wants to get from it, and what she has to offer as an individual, as a whole, complete individual in a partnership, in a divine love partnership, and how she can be showing up in her fullness, in her power, and how that affects the masculine, and taking responsibility for that. So let's move on to the energies that you each bring to the to the connection. So the masculine brings the Four of Swords in reverse, and the feminine brings the Six of Swords. So 2 sword cards. I wonder if that's the Five of Swords. It's the 4 and the 6. We're missing the 5. So he's sort of, I feel like he's resisting this card when it's in the reverse, the need to rest, but I feel like the masculine does need to rest and to sort of take a time out in the month of May to regroup and to do some inner work and some healing. But I feel work calls and the outer world's material realm is sort of tugging at his coattails to give it attention. And he's having to push up against the need to rest and like forcing this card to be reversed out of necessity. And she wants to be moving forward with the masculine, but he's so otherwise occupied in the necessity of work that she's like, she wants him to be paddling the relationship and guiding the way, but he's just not able to show up in that way for the both of them right now. So it's like the roles are sort of reversed. Like she's having to do both. She's the passenger and the driver this month in her internal experience of how the masculine's showing up for her. And it's that, again, coming back to that process of understanding the 4 elements interplaying: the water, the fire, the earth, and the air elements, and how each of those make such an essential difference as ingredients to this combination. It's like she's understanding on a deeper level in May the difference of chemistry between 2 individuals coming together. It's like, I study astrology too, and that's what's coming to mind is the synastry of 2 people's natal charts intermingling to make the unique composite chart together. That's the relationship chart, is going to be vastly different between this individual with this person and this individual with this person over here. So there's a great understanding for the feminine how we show up differently in these different roles with different people in our lives. And what she's coming to understand is this consistency of bringing herself as a whole being to any of those relationships with any particular person, with any particular individual, is where she finds her power, is where and when she can truly offer her unique, authentic gifts to other people in those relationships of what she has to offer in her presence. Whether it's with the divine masculine or whomever, a friend, a lover, a family member, a teacher, a colleague, people on the street. I'm going to take a sip of water. The 9 of Wands. So I get it for both of you guys, but more the masculine. It's like this energy of the 4 moving to this 4 into the 9. It's like he doesn't want to have to show up, but he's a big enough person that he's going to, even though he's wary and feeling tired and downtrodden. He has enough integrity in his character that for the essentials in his life right now, he's going to be showing up for the feminine. And feel like he's doing his part, but that might not feel like it's good enough for the feminine with the Six of Swords in reverse here. So she's going to have to contend with that in May. And I feel like that's going to sprout her into this week by week, this deeper self-understanding of the different elements and how they affect and interplay with all of the other different elements in relationship. And that's going to be very illuminating for her by the full moon at the end of the month with this moon card here. He's almost pissed off that he has to show up. He's a little, this character here is disgruntled. Like, really? This again? He's like sick of the drudgery of it, and he's needing a shift and a change in his life. And he's examining that. I feel like more in his dream time, to be honest, because he just doesn't have the energy or the time to in his waking hours. But I feel like Spirit and his guardian angels are taking care of him and doing the mending for him if he allows it while he's resting. And because he has a star in his subconscious, it's like this deep inner healing that's happening. And in the peaceful moments, in the quiet moments, when the outer world has gone to sleep. Let's pull a Crystal Wisdom Healing Oracle for you guys by Judy Hall. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the masculine tired. I'm picking up on that. It's like this sluggishness. He might be relying too heavily on caffeine in excess to get him through his days in May, because he is feeling tired and the need to rest and a little bit of exhaustion. This one. Flint. We've gotten that one before. So shiny. Reminds me of Mars. Number 2. Let's read from the book. Portal power. Flint stabilizes energy and cuts through to the core of issues, clearing blockages and loosening ties. It opens portals to other worlds and hidden aspects of yourself. I feel like that's a message for both of you, for both the masculine in his dream time, opening these portals to the hidden aspects of yourself. And I feel like it's more of a conscious journey for the feminine this month. You are a person with profound inner depths. Do not be afraid to explore this hidden side. Hidden side. It contains treasure beyond knowing, together with attitudinal karma and repressed emotions affecting well-being. What is he saying? These repressed emotions for the masculine affecting his well-being and how he is in the world. Flint connects you to your ancestors. A natural traveler, you know how to negotiate the shamanic underworld to obtain healing insights. Your divination for the month. Strengthen your boundaries. Cut through confusion to the core of the matter. Soul retrieval is necessary if you left any part of yourself in another life or an abusive childhood experience. An unwelcome visitor from the past can be left behind, but recognize lessons before you move on. So yeah, that's a huge message for the masculine, this soul retrieval of these fragmented parts. feeling the hurts that he's buried deep within him that need to be felt in order to be not even understood, but just released, so that his body can release them, so that he feels more pure again, instead of somehow tainted with the shame or guilt. That's a huge message for the masculine for the month of May.